If you enjoy what I do, here are ways to contribute. 1. Subscribe if you haven't already. 2. Smash the like or dislike, it helps tremendously. 3. Hit the bell icon for more on future release. 4. Share my content through Discord or any media platform. And 5. Donate, link in the description box below. And with that, let's move on. Hello everyone, and this is a ninja up to level 40. This is Shadowbringers 5.4. Welcome to a Shadowbringers and Ninja Skill Spotlight. At level 35 we get Chi. I wonder what this does. Make a ritual mudra hand gesture for Earth. Duration of 6 seconds. It is instant cast with a 20-second recast timer. It is identical to 10. However, in conjunction with 10, you can use this up to 2. Remember, you cannot use the same mudra, and you can cast out fancy ninjutsu. To use the mudras under ninjutsu properly and to avoid mistakes, please see the top right corner for ninja up to level 30 guide. At level 35, we get Katon, deals fire, quote-unquote, magic damage with a potency of 500 to target and all enemies nearby it. It is instant cast with a 1.5 second OGCD recast. That means you're able to cast one OGCD after your ninjutsus go off, and only one. Katon does actually let you do AoE damage now. Katon is used on 2 or more targets. And also level 35 we get Raiton, deals lightning quote-unquote magic damage with a potency of 800. It is instant cast with a 1.5 second recast. This is generally used on a single target or a boss encounter. Now for use, Katon, make sure it ends up with 10. The best example for now, since we only have 2, is Chi into 10. Just remember this key phrase, cut 10. As long as you follow those rules, you will get a Katon. And inversely for Raiton, make sure you end up with Chi. Make sure it's 2 mudras, no duplicates, and they end up with Chi. Key phrase, Chi. Level 38 we get Death Blossom, delivers an attack with a potency of 120 to all nearby enemies. It is instant cast with a weapon skill global cooldown. Death Blossom, once you unlock it, is used as filler AoE damage. Use this on 3 or more targets after your ninjutsus are used. And finally at level 40 we get Shukuchi, move quickly to specified location. It is instant cast with a 60-second off global. Shukuchi is a positional utility spell used to move your character out of telegraphs or back into melee range. Hello everyone, this is going to be the single target up to level 40 ninja opener. Now there's going to be a few things that are optional in the opener. The first thing is the sprint if it's available, and the true north. If you do not have either of those, just go ahead and go with the following. We're going to do a hide into the trick attack. Just like I mentioned in the level 30, if you're unable to use the trick attack, or if you just don't have it, go ahead and ignore the first segment. We're just going to do a Shadow Fang after that. Do a 10 into the Chi. Make sure you don't do them too fast. Later on, I'm going to make a mistake after the LB, and I will effectively just toss a Fuma Shuriken instead. But make sure it ends with Chi. That gives you the Chi Raiton. We're going to do a ninjutsu into the Raiton. We're going to copy that. We're going to toss a Raiton once more. And after your ninjutsus are gone, just go ahead and do your single target constant, which is spinning edge, into gust slash. If you have the true north, into your Aeolian edge. Otherwise, just stick to the target's rear. Look at the top right corner for melee positionals. Hello everyone, this is going to be the AoE partial rotation, mostly because you may not have the Death Blossom at this level. We're going to start off with the hide. Stay behind your tank. You do not want any aggro whatsoever until you've tossed your ninjutsus. We're going to do the trick attack into the Shadow Fang on the beefiest target. It is optional. You do not have to toss this at this point. This is AoE segmented, but it is partial, so you may as well focus on the single targets while you have the chance. After the Shadow Fang, we're going to toss the Mug into the immediate ninjutsu chain. We're going to do the Chi 10. That'll give you Katon. go ahead and toss Katon once more after it's gone. Now, after your first Katon, you have the chance to toss Mug. You should only toss one OGCD after a ninjutsu, that is the rule. After your second Katon goes off, go ahead and do your Aeolian Edge combo on a single target till they're dead. You want to typically focus on the weakest link. And now for your actual AoE rotation, after your second Katon goes off, instead of doing Aeolian Edge combo on a single target, the weakest one, you're going to instead spam the Death Blossom. Now the way of using Death Blossom is you want to stand in the middle of the group, you want to hit at least 3 or more targets, and you want to also auto attack one of them at the same time. Now, pretty much the video is over. You guys can go ahead and take off now. There's really no reason for you to stick around. So this is just going to be a dungeon example of a AoE and a single target. But before we jump into the AoE itself, I want to pause the video here because there's going to be a very simple yet very complicated and important aspect that I want to talk about. I've done this dungeon many times, and the tank stopping here shortly for just one segment of the enemies that you could potentially grab as a tank in this area tells me that he might either do one of two things. He could stop completely now, do a little bit of aggroing, and then move on to the rest of the enemies, or he could just completely stop here flat. What that gives me is two options. I could either burn all of my DPS right now. Ninja's opener for AoE is basically 60% of your damage. Katon, that's 30% of the enemy's health times 2, so that's 60. So by the time both of your Katons go off, you know, the enemy is down to what, 40 to 50% of their health left. That also depends on your gear stats, of course. But if I can just wait it out, that's the main reason why I stand there for a few seconds. Just be patient, wait till the tank does a complete halt. That's what I mentioned in the rotation segment. Just be patient and wait. And with that, let's move on. Now, as a reminder, you don't need to hold on to hide if your trick attack is unavailable. Just go ahead and use it to reset ninjutsus between pulls. Now here is another example. You can just go ahead and skip to the boss fight. Here is another example where patience is the best tool for Ninja, especially in the AoE example. I just waited till the tank pulled everything completely, rounded everything into a small section, and then I blew my DPS on it. It makes things a lot simpler, easier, and it makes clears a lot faster. And of course, this is a single target rotation, or the dungeon example for a single target boss fight. Here I failed miserably to get my trick attack. During a lot of boss fights in the mid to higher level, around 35 to pretty much higher till we get to a certain level, it's going to be nearly impossible, if not impossible, to get that trick attack. But other than that, just go ahead and do your Shadow Fang into your Raiton and just go ahead and do what you can with what you have. I got hit with the Ram's voice there. I was a bit too slow, but we do what we can. This is a post commentary. I did avoid that one, thank God. That would have probably killed me if the healer didn't heal me there. So here's another example of the Bloodbath and the Second Wind. For examples on the roll skills for Ninja or melee in general, please check on the top right corner. There should be a section for you to click on, and it should show you the rest of the videos for this segment. Another example of Shukuchi. Shukuchi is best used to go back into melee range. There are some situations where you want to get out of it though. Here the dragon's voice will hit me because I'm just barely outside of the melee range. But at least I'm trying to keep the lightning orb away from the tank. Raiton does quite a bit of damage, and if you miss Raiton, that's 800 potency down, or at least 800 potency wise as of 5.4. I'm pretty sure it's going to get subtracted, but the damage will still scale down in 6.0. I hope I don't have to change too much of this guide when 6.0 comes out, because it's very well done. Hello world, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe here. You can also donate if interested in supporting the channel. More content to watch on the right side. If interested in joining in the Tempest Talons, info in the top left. And as always, good luck to you, and we'll see you next time.